were
movie
about to
back.
get on a rant on something, and I want to hear it.
Well, we were talking about Chris Stuckman, and you had mentioned that he reviewed 12 Strong. And so I went ahead and I listened to I haven't seen the movie, but I listened to his review. And just by listening, it just sounded like he did not want to review this movie. He did not want to watch this movie. He sounded so. I don't know if he was sick, if he's just tired of criticizing movies, if he's tired of doing this. He just seemed like he wasn't into it. Not just the movie itself, but just it was like he was holding back. Like he was very irritated for some reason. I don't know why, but it sounded like he did not like this movie. If this was any other movie about any other thing besides the U.S. Army in Afghanistan and 9/11, he would be trashing it.
I think at one
But
point he called it. It was like the murky politics of, or something along those lines. It's like,
and he had to get a Star Wars reference in there somehow. He had to reference Thor,
yeah,
and I'm like, this guy. I don't think he. I think he really hates this movie, but he can't because of the backlash he'll get for criticizing it. I don't
yeah.
know.
He gave it a whole 3 minute review though.
How do how do you break a movie down in that?
I just look. I know, it bothers me when I listen to his military movie reviews. I can't put him at fault because he chose not to join the military, and that's fine. But listening to him talk about it, he has no idea about what he's saying. And again, he comes off as so bland and so generic. It makes me believe that he did not really watch the movie, or if he did watch the movie, he was just kind of like, whatever. Like, I don't want to be here,
No.
but I need to get some. I need to do something and get some revenue. I get it. So
Yeah.
it's
It's like it's just a job now for him.
yeah.
I don't know if that he was just having a bad day.
Well, there's no Marvel, so when he gets into the comic book movies and stuff, then he's all passionate and yeah. I started his Black Panther review, and I shut it off about 3 or 4 minutes in because it
Why?
was, well,
What
I
was he
mean,
talking about?
he was just talking about how good the movie is, but it's not without its flaws, which it's not. And he's started talking about movies that preach. I don't like to go to the movies and have my movie preach to me about things that the movie thinks I don't already know. But this one, it's the characters and they figure it out. I'm like, yeah, but the characters through their dialogue preach to you about right and wrong. So you're contradicting yourself yet again. It's not like the Black Panther movie was just 2.5 hours of, we need to get along as a society. There shouldn't be walls and barriers, blah, 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 blah. Uh, but it's still in there. It's part of the
Yeah.
movie, and
Yeah.
it's clear that there is a political message in the movie.
Yeah, because
So,
it's part of the theme, the overall theme to it.
no, they're coming out with a Bumblebee solo film.
Tell me it's going direct to Disney Live or whatever the streaming service that they're getting.
Bumblebee solo film, a Han Solo film. Uh, uh,
The Han Solo trailer, it surprised me.
it it was there was some cool imagery, especially at the end with the Imperial
Mm-hmm.
Star Destroyer coming out of the whatever that was cloud.
Yeah, yeah.
But then again, it's to me it's the same thing. Hey, kid, forming a team. It's such a corny ass line. Putting together putting together a team. How many movies is it? Putting
That's
together
a
a team.
lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, that Mission Impossible preview
That looked
was
good.
legit. Yeah.
That looked good. It makes me want to go watch the previous two that I did
Yeah.
not see.
I skipped over what was it, Ghost Protocol and
Yeah.
the other. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go watch Han Solo. I'm sure somebody buys me a ticket, I will. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm not a big fan of Han. It doesn't. My feelings on the Last Jedi do not. I just never. I didn't grow up with Han Solo, so I don't get the appeal of how cool Harrison Ford was.
Mm,
Even I've even watched the movies. It's like, okay, he's the he's like Gambit. You
yeah.
don't know if you can trust him or not, and then and it turns out he's a pretty good dude, and you don't know his backstory. Well, that begs the question. Then, should they be telling you his back? Is this a cash grab? Should they be telling you his backstory, or
Hmm.
could it just been left alone? But I would rather, if they're going to do these anthology movies, that it's like they're bound to do one about Boba Fett. You know that, right? Eventually, it's going to happen, and this will show how they got to, you know, it'll be like lead
So
into the episode 2, right? How they get
yeah.
to whatever that planet is, the ocean planet.
Hmm.
I
So
don't
do,
know.
so are you? Do you want them to? It sounds like you're not interested in Star Wars movies that are prequelish.
I enjoyed the hell out of Rogue One because to me it was the first one that actually earned the Star Wars name because that was a war movie.
Hmm.
All the other ones is drama and politics, which I know politics play a part in war, but
Romance.
yeah, Rogue One was a war movie, espionage and all this kind of stuff, and just war and politics, and it showed you. It, what I liked about it the most was it showed um, the empire and how it is. You had uh, Krennic, who was
Hmm.
in charge of the Death Star, and they're giving him shit because it doesn't work. Oh, it works. Oh yeah, that's mine. I did that. And so and you have the infighting in the officer ranks of the empire. So I like the look inside of the empire. But um, you know they already announced. Here's my other problem. It's like they've already announced 3 more Star Wars movies
Mm.
that are going to be totally separate from the Skywalker stuff.
Hmm.
TV show, all these anthology movies. It's like, man, this is never going to end. It's never going to end. So I don't know if I'm getting watered down with the Star Wars movies every year, you know. But it's in the comic book movies too. It's like, okay, like after Infinity War, it's like, man, you better have something big planned because otherwise, like, who's gonna top Thanos? You've been waiting what 5, 6 years to see Thanos now.
Hmm.
Like, who's gonna top this?
I don't know. Galactus, maybe.
But he's the same kind of threat.
True.
Well, I don't know.
They'll think of something. Maybe Apocalypse.
At least, yeah. I mean, with them introducing Cable, why not?
Mm.
Who knows? At least they don't prey on us having no memory of things like the WWE.